Vietnam in 2025 stands as a global titan, an ancient land beyond the clouds, where 22 million souls seek the pulsing dragon's pulse. Along 1,600 kilometers of lush green coastline, 100 million citizens live in lively, unified harmony. In historic Hanoi, the city inside the river, time feels layered rather than linear. Strolling through the maze of 36 streets, we hear the steady tapping of silversmiths amidst sweet-smelling incense. Here, the ritual of coffee is a social anchor, consumed on low plastic stools that blur the line between the private home and the public square. In Ha Long Bay's ancient landscape, 1,600 towering limestone pillars rise from the blue Gulf of Tonkin. This biological fortress requires radical conservation to protect its fragile, ethereal balance of life. Past the numerous luxury cruise ships, local communities inhabit floating homes, their daily lives shaped by shifting tides. To the north, Fansipan rises as the roof of Indochina, conquered by a silver cable car through the heavy clouds. At the peak, a sacred stone shrine overlooks a magnificent vista where the rugged skyline feels both vast and near. Da Nang is the rising star of the east, a quiet outpost transformed into a glittering metropolis of high-tech dreams. Previously a site of conflict, Mai Kea Beach has transformed into a vast haven for ocean and sand lovers. Above the Han River, the Dragon Bridge serves as a protective totem for a dynamic city of youth and ambition. Each weekend, the iconic dragon shoots real flames, merging traditional legends with state-of-the-art entertainment. This is the Silicon Valley of the sea, where fiber optic speed meets the steady, pulsing heartbeat of a new era. We travel up to the Grand Barnard Hills, leaving the warm shoreline behind for a cool, foggy mountain retreat. A record-breaking climb through the sea of clouds reveals a medieval European mirage floating high in the sky. At this spot, giant stone hands support the Golden Bridge, which resembles a shining thread held toward the sky. Beneath the cobblestones, century-old wine cellars hold secrets of the past in the looming mountain's cool embrace. Surrounded by the noise of modern attractions, an enormous white Buddha looks across the landscape with quiet, timeless peace. Hoi An is a living museum of gold, defined by yellow walls that glow with an eternal prehistoric warmth. Previously a major hub on the oceanic Silk Route, it remains a historic meeting place for trading spices and secrets. We cross the Japanese Bridge, a landmark etched into the currency and the soul of the nation. During the full moon, modern power shuts off, and the town glows softly under thousands of silk lanterns. On the river, glistening paper wishes float like a galaxy, carrying silent prayers into the deep velvet darkness of the night. Arriving in the massive southern metropolis of 13 million residents, we find a city pulsing with relentless, vibrant energy. Whether you call it Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, it remains the nation's economic locomotive and daring laboratory. We go up Landmark 81, a magnificent glass and metal tower that reaches into the clouds as a glowing skyscraper. This city never sleeps, a melting pot of neon dreams and historical whispers. This marks the energetic, vital chapter of our travels, showcasing where the nation's destiny is unfolding right now. Beyond the coastal mist lies a prehistoric dreamscape where 1,600 limestone sentinels rise like frozen dragons from the Gulf of Tonkin. Ha Long Bay is much more than a scenic spot. It is a thriving natural sanctuary protecting hundreds of rare fish species and unique historic relics. However, a silent war is currently being waged beneath the turquoise surface to maintain a fragile, ethereal balance of life. With yearly tourism approaching 8 million people, a strong push for environmental protection has led to a complete plastic ban. While luxury cruises navigate the labyrinth, the heartbeat of the bay remains in floating villages where 1,600 souls live in rhythm with the moon. As floating house residents cultivate pearls and oysters, acting as an enduring link between human society and the open sea. It is a world where the floor is the ocean and the tides are the only clock that matters, proving that resilience is carved by the water. Our travels then proceed to the misty northern peaks, where Fansipan rises proudly as the highest mountain in Indochina. At over 3,000 meters, this spiritual peak was once a grueling two-day odyssey that pushed climbers to their absolute limits. By 2016, advanced engineering transformed access to the peak, introducing a record-breaking cable car that crosses the canyon in 15 minutes. This engineering marvel carries seekers through a thick sea of clouds to a massive Buddhist sanctuary floating in the thin air. This development has triggered intense public debate, balancing the desire for untouched wilderness against making this scenic vista widely accessible. When the mist breaks, the jagged horizon of the Chinese border reveals itself in a moment of sheer, breathless clarity. Standing at this high altitude, one feels that the universe is incredibly immense, yet deeply tied to the land of the dragon. It is a place where human ambition finally meets the eternal silence of the heavens. Picture a peaceful seaside settlement, formerly clouded by warfare, which has now transformed into a shining, modern Asian metropolis. Da Nang isn't just expanding, it's performing a miracle of economic alchemy, tripling its wealth in a mere 2 decades. Observe the pale sands of Mai He Beach, which soldiers once frequented to find temporary relief from the dense jungle. Today, those shores have transformed into a Forbes-celebrated sanctuary where surfers chase emerald waves in perfect tropical waters. Wartime memories have been replaced by upscale developments and a determined drive toward modern development. Spanning the Han River like a massive coiled steel guardian is Khao Rong, the legendary dragon bridge. Spanning 600 meters, this structure is far more than a bridge. It represents the city's active guardian spirit. Every weekend at 9, the city holds its breath as thousands of LEDs ignite a synchronized dance of light. Instantly, the sculpture comes alive, discharging real flames and water spray over the thrilled, watching spectators. It's a masterclass in storytelling, blending ancient folklore with the sharp edge of high-tech showmanship. However, the genuine strength of Da Nang lies not in infrastructure, but in the lively spirit of its young generation. With most residents under 35, this is the Silicon Valley of the sea, where public Wi-Fi blankets every street corner. Throughout busy coffee shops and office towers, young professionals are actively building the foundation for a more innovative future. As the salt air of the past meets the fiber optic speed of the future, Da Nang becomes more than a destination. This represents the pulse of a fresh epoch, where the dragon no longer rests, but charges boldly into the coming century. Yes. The journey through the dragon's heart proves that resilience is the ultimate architect of destiny. In this place, historical remnants have been replaced by the bright, modern lifestyle of a world-class city. You are witnessing a nation that refuses to look back, racing instead toward a horizon of infinite possibility. By 2025, Vietnam has moved past its historical identity to become a major force, transforming the global tourism industry. As the land beyond the clouds, it welcomes 22 million international souls seeking the pulse of the Southeast Asian dragon. Home to more than 100 million residents along a lush green coast, the country unites 54 diverse ethnic groups in one lively harmony. Beyond the scenery lies an economic tiger, where tech startups in narrow alleyways catch the gaze of Silicon Valley and street food vendors earn Michelin stars. Within Hanoi, the country's deep spiritual heart, history, and modern life feel deeply interwoven as 8 million citizens inhabit this historic, river-encircled metropolis. The UNESCO-protected Old Quarter is a sensory overload, a labyrinth of 36 guild streets that serve as living museums. Stroll down Silver Street to catch the steady beat of metal crafting or inhale the fragrant, smoky air of Paper Street. The ritual of coffee here is a social anchor, consumed on low plastic stools that blur the line between the private living room and the public square. Here, the passing train cuts directly through narrow residential pathways, presenting a beautifully coordinated display of local daily adaptation. From the legend of the restored sword at Horn Kiem Lake to the $5 feast shared by world leaders, Hanoi is the soul of resilience. Watching the sunset cast shadows over Long Bien Bridge, it becomes clear that this exploration of the country is merely beginning. Beyond the city mist lies an emerald labyrinth where 1,600 limestone sentinels rise from the Gulf of Tonkin like prehistoric giants. Serving as a natural sanctuary, Ha Long Bay protects uncommon marine life and historical artifacts unique to this specific region. However, a silent war is being waged beneath the turquoise surface to maintain a fragile, ethereal balance of life against the tide of tourism. Banning disposable plastics reflects an urgent and crucial commitment to environmental preservation for this celebrated, scenic, natural wonder. While luxury cruises navigate the maze, the true heartbeat remains in floating villages where 1,600 souls live in rhythm with the moon. Living on floating platforms, these residents harvest pearls and shellfish, maintaining an enduring connection between humanity and the marine environment. The journey then shifts to the jagged clouds of the north, where Fansipan stands as the undisputed roof of Indochina. In 2016, modern infrastructure transformed access to this 3,000-meter mountain, establishing a record-setting cable car that crosses the valley rapidly. Come, this engineering marvel carries seekers to a massive Buddhist sanctuary floating in the thin divine air. This tourist site has triggered widespread discussion, contrasting the desire for untouched wilderness with the goal of making nature accessible. When the mist breaks, the jagged horizon of the Chinese border reveals a world that feels both infinite and intimately connected. As, at this high altitude, mankind's architectural drive merges with the quiet, endless beauty of the upper atmosphere. Imagine a quiet coastal outpost, reborn as a glittering titan of the East, performing a miracle of economic alchemy in just 2 decades. Doong is rapidly developing, significantly increasing its economic power and establishing itself as a premier, tech-forward Asian metropolis. Cast your eyes on the ivory sands of Mekong, a coastline once known to soldiers as a haunted escape, now a Forbes-celebrated paradise. Now, these beaches serve as a haven where surfers ride green waves and visitors relax in warm, tropical waters. Spanning the Han River, like a massive coiled steel guardian, is the Dragon Bridge, a 600-meter icon of protective power. Each weekend evening, spectators gather as thousands of colorful lights illuminate the sky in a choreographed show of flames. The beast awakens, spewing literal flames and pressurized mist over captivated crowds, blending ancient folklore with high-tech showmanship. However, the genuine driving force of this city is its remarkably young demographic, with most citizens under 35. This is the Silicon Valley of the sea, where public Wi-Fi blankets every street and digital nomads rewrite the rules of work. By blending its traditional coastal character with the rapid technological advancements of tomorrow, the city is emerging as a modern regional leader. You are witnessing a nation that refuses to look back, racing instead toward a horizon of infinite neon possibility. Traveling up to the grand heights of Bana Hills allows us to escape intense coastal warmth for a cool, fog-covered retreat. Originally scouted by the French in 1919, these forgotten ruins have been transformed into a 21st century marvel of human ambition. Rising high through dense clouds, we suddenly spot a replica medieval European village, perched dramatically on the mountain peak. Here the golden bridge rests in the weathered hands of God, a shimmering ribbon offered to the heavens 1,400 meters up. This remarkable structure appears to present the walkway directly to the heavens, an incredible design that has captured international attention. Beneath the cobblestones, century-old wine cellars hold the cool secrets of the past within the looming mountain's embrace. Right next to noisy amusement rides and mountain coasters, a giant white Buddha statue sits looking over the valley with timeless peace. Vietnam now navigates a great national debate, balancing this Disney-style boom against the preservation of its rugged natural habitats. This current modernization reflects a calculated shift toward eco-friendly travel practices that balance financial development with strong environmental protection. It is a place where the ghosts of history meet the daring dreams of tomorrow, suspended between the earth and the stars. Come, amid the crisp mountain breeze, one senses the energy of a country that has successfully achieved its highest developmental goals. Imagine stepping into a city drenched in the eternal glow of a permanent sunset, where 2 millennia of secrets are baked directly into gold-washed walls. Hoi An serves as a beautifully preserved golden historic town, radiating an ancient, cozy charm that stands in stark contrast to the fast-paced modern world. These iconic yellow facades aren't just painted, they are stained by centuries of humidity and shared stories, creating a patina of survival and elegance. Well before the rise of online commerce, this port was the centerpiece of ocean trade, serving as a vibrant hub of cultural exchange. Japanese merchants, Dutch traders, and Portuguese explorers collided here, swapping pungent spices for the whispered secrets of hidden Eastern empires. Strolling along these narrow lanes feels like visiting an ancient meeting point where spirits of yesteryear trade fine silk and precious pottery. At the heart of it all stands the Japanese covered bridge, an architectural miracle forged in 1593 as a spiritual shield for the city's ancient soul. More than just a crossing, this bridge represents a key symbol of local heritage, featured on the 20,000 Doong bill used daily by locals. The true metamorphosis occurs during the monthly full moon festival, when the city undergoes a radical sensory ritual of light and shadow. The power grid shuts down, allowing the town to illuminate itself naturally with the warm, flickering radiance of thousands of handmade lanterns. The Doong River becomes a liquid mirror, reflecting a floating galaxy of paper wishes that carry silent, desperate prayers into the velvet darkness of the night. Under the bright moonlight, a magical atmosphere emerges, making the boundary between our reality and the spiritual world seem to disappear completely. Yet, beneath this romantic veil lies a frantic, precision-driven industry that serves the global elite with impossible, lightning-fast speed. Within a network of more than 400 renowned tailor shops, skilled craftsmen turn fine silk into custom clothing in just one day. This is the art of the impossible, where ancestral skill meets the crushing demands of a modern world that waits for no one. The town's culinary heritage remains highly unique, highlighted by the iconic sao lao noodle dish that represents the area's distinct flavors. Tradition demands that the water for the broth must come from the hidden 1,000-year-old Bala well, a mineral-rich link to the vanished Champa civilization. To experience something different, explore the Cam-Than coconut palms aboard round basket boats, a design originating from a clever historical rebellion. These vessels were a fisherman's middle finger to colonial boat taxes, a brilliant design shaped by defiance and the sheer will to survive against all odds. Observing a skilled boatman spin these vessels with rapid, controlled intensity showcases the true spirit of local endurance throughout historical struggles. As the journey winds down on the ivory sands of An Bang Beach, the rhythmic pulse of the East Sea provides a necessary sanctuary. The fresh ocean breeze rejuvenates the spirit, clearing away the urban dust from the commercial lanes and the lingering warmth of afternoon. Hoi An is a fragile legacy, a 2,000-year-old UNESCO treasure standing at the edge of a rapidly shifting global horizon. This place reminds us that even as society evolves, certain traditions and inner spirits are destined to endure through the ages. We finally plunge into the Sutherlands, a sprawling metropolis of 13 million souls where the official census fails to capture the restless energy of the pavement. The atmosphere here crackles with energy as this metropolis serves as the country's financial engine and its boldest center for innovation. Here, the name Saigon persists as a nostalgic whisper, while Ho Chi Minh City roars as a symbol of the future. days. We travel up Landmark 81, a towering glass and steel skyscraper reaching 461 meters, making it the loftiest building in the region. Standing on the 79th floor, you experience a dizzying epiphany while witnessing the dramatic collision of colonial red tile roofs and ultra-modern skyscrapers. Below, the major urban pathway of Nguyen Street has become a spacious 600-meter walking zone reserved entirely for public use. Every evening, thousands of residents gather beneath the gaze of the Ho Chi Minh statue, blending traditional street performances with the pulse of digital age socializing. Nevertheless, colonial architectural remnants endure, such as the Notre Dame Cathedral, built with imported French red bricks brought from Marseille in 1880. Just steps away, we enter the Central Post Office, an iron-vaulted cathedral of communication designed by the legendary Gustave Eiffel, where history is still mailed daily. Our path brings us to the historic Ben Thanh Market, a bustling shopping hub where negotiating prices is a playful mix of wit and tactics. At exactly 6 p.m., the area undergoes a radical metamorphosis as the surrounding streets vanish to make way for a sprawling, aromatic night food empire. The genuine strength of Saigon lies not in its modern buildings, but in the enduring spirit of its people and their constant drive to rebuild. As we leave the land of the dragon, we realize Vietnam's story is no longer about recovery, but about leading the global race toward the light of tomorrow. The country is now fully energized, and its ongoing growth is clearly visible across the brightly lit skyline of the city. This journey proves that the future doesn't just happen, it is forged in the heart. We enter the fertile Mekong Delta, the nation's key agricultural basin, where this vast river finishes its 4,000-kilometer journey from the Tibetan highlands. This is a land of hydrological destiny, where the river fractures into 9 distinct branches to feed 20 million people and provide half of the nation's sustenance. Throughout this complex waterway network, the line between dry land and flowing rivers blends into a colorful, active ecosystem of daily life. Vast gardens of mango and durian cling to the fertile silt carried here from 6 different nations. We exchange the loud noises of the city for the peaceful sound of paddling a kayak through the serene forest waterways of U Minh. Navigating these narrow emerald corridors shaded by water coconuts, we discover a floating civilization built on resilience. Elevated wooden homes and fish farms are just to the changing water levels, governed entirely by the natural rhythms of lunar tides. Engaging with this culture of extreme hospitality, we cross narrow monthly bridges that represent centuries of local ingenuity and generational survival. At sunrise, we arrive at the bustling Kairang floating market, a highly active and energetic hub of river-based trade and commerce. We learn to decipher the bio poles, long bamboo stalks displaying a single pineapple or dragon fruit to signal inventory to buyers across the choppy waves. Come, amid the bustling activity, we savor noodle soup cooked on a floating stove, floating carefully over the moving waters of the river. Our journey then carries us across the Gulf of Thailand to find Phu Quoc, the Pearl Island that was once Indochina's best-kept secret. We observe how the island transformed from a small fishing village into a world-famous vacation spot, hosting millions of visitors each year. As it is a different world where high-tech international airports exist alongside the ancient pungent tradition of artisanal fish sauce production. Along the bright white sands of Sao Beach, the ocean is remarkably clear, offering a pristine window into the marine environment below. Watching the sun dip below the 20-kilometer stretch of Long Beach, we witness the final frontier of this breathtaking landscape. The real strength of Vietnam lies in its unique capacity to blend ancient traditions with advanced modern living seamlessly. From the limestone peaks of the north to these floating markets, the dragon is no longer recovering from the past. It is dictating the pace of the future. Observing this mountain region enter a modern era, visitors understand they are not merely tourists, but witnesses to a nation's historic rebirth. The dragon is fully and powerfully awake. The sunset across the Gulf of Thailand presents a stunning display of purple and bright orange hues that deeply inspires every traveler. On this island, low-rise sanctuaries are carved into the salt-misted jungle, desperate to harmonize with a landscape that feels older than time itself. However, the name Phu Quoc holds a significant meaning, translating to a prosperous territory where the sea offers abundant natural treasures. Beneath the waves, a surgical 5-year odyssey unfolds within the heart of an oyster, where a single microscopic mistake can destroy half a decade of patient growth. Inside the demanding world of pearl cultivation, skilled technicians harvest unique dark and pinkish gems, transforming this destination into a premier global hub for luxury jewelry. tension here is palpable. A delicate, agonizing dance between the surgical silence of the lab and the raw, unpredictable power of the deep sea. Nevertheless, modern industrial sounds now echo over the blue sea, marking a major development phase in 2019 that permanently altered the region. Tadas, the world's longest sea-crossing cable car, now stretches nearly 8,000 meters across the abyss, a steel and silicon monument to human ambition. More than a tourist attraction, this 7-kilometer aerial journey over blue waters demonstrates the country's commitment to building state-of-the-art infrastructure. This mechanical leap provides thousands of jobs, yet it directly challenges the island's prehistoric serenity and ancient way of life. This rapid technological growth brings a difficult modern question. Can the region transition into a smart city while preserving its environment? A silent battle is being waged for the very heart of Phu Quoc, pitting economic gold mines against protected forest zones and strict height restrictions. Authorities are acting quickly during a critical period, aiming to protect this spectacular ecosystem before urban development replaces its natural beauty. It is a landscape caught at a crossroads, where the silhouette of a traditional fishing boat cuts through the neon reflection of a high-end beach bar. We are observing a brief, unique phase where the area is partly untouched wilderness and partly modern city, existing in a delicate balance. The lesson learned here is that true resilience means evolving without losing the scent of the salt air or the ancient history of the soil. When the sun finally disappears beneath the sea, you understand that you are experiencing more than a typical sunset. You are witnessing the birth of a new era, where the dragon of the south is ascending to claim its place among the global titans. Thus, success awaits those who recognize these changes now, before the remaining traces of the old lifestyle are fully replaced by modern urbanization. Phu Quoc is no longer a secret. It is a titan waking up to a destiny written in silk, pearls, and high-speed steel. These changes are permanent. The possibilities are limitless, and the nation is rapidly advancing toward new heights. In this land beyond the clouds, the horizon isn't a limit. It's an invitation to watch a masterpiece being painted in real time. The brilliant future of modern Vietnam is highly visible, starting right along the lush green beaches of this famous island. To understand the dragon, you don't look at maps, you taste the fire of its history. Along 3,000 kilometers of green coastline, 54 ethnic groups have spent thousands of years developing a highly sophisticated cuisine. This isn't just about simple nutrition. It's a cartography of a resilient soul that refused to be broken by occupation or hunger. Despite the vast regional differences between the traditional northern highlands and the energetic southern cities, a warm bowl of soup unites everyone. This is the anatomy of a new predator, a tiger economy performing a 20-year miracle. Consider a country that reduced poverty from 70% to less than 5%, while maintaining a steady 7% economic growth. In narrow alleyways, ambitious youth are trading history for high-speed fiber optics, turning cramped startups into global tech hubs. This rapid economic growth is driven by deep community connections, where sharing a meal together functions as a highly respected social agreement. In Vietnam, the dinner table is where the yin-yang balance of the universe is negotiated through fresh ingredients and fermented secrets. Gathering around food is essential for family unity and serves as an important setting for international business negotiations. This pursuit of culinary perfection has caught the eye of UNESCO, as the world recognizes this intangible heritage of grit and spirit. In this country, culinary traditions connect the memories of past hardships with the promises of a successful future. But the true heartbeat of the dragon is found in its black gold, the coffee that fuels a national obsession. While Vietnam is a top global coffee exporter, its real triumph lies in its relaxed, community-focused coffee-drinking culture. Behold the Hanoi masterpiece, Café Trung, a velvet marriage of bitter dark roast and whipped egg yolk that defies all logic. Your initial taste is surprising, the next brings understanding, and by the third, you are hooked for life. The dragon hasn't just survived, it has rewritten the menu of the future for the world to see. Come, the country is building a 1,600-kilometer express railway, a modern transit line that will reduce a long multi-day journey to 5 hours. This isn't just an engineering feat. It's a structural revolution, connecting the dragon's head to its tail at blistering, world-class speeds. At the same time, the massive Long Than International Airport is under construction, set to become a key transit hub for Southeast Asian air travel. With a staggering capacity for 100 million souls, this massive gateway serves as the ultimate launchpad for a nation ready to claim its seat at the global table. However, this rapid industrialization brings serious environmental challenges, particularly in dealing with city air pollution and accumulating plastic garbage. The leadership has responded with a radical, zero-tolerance policy, launching a desperate race to power 30% of the national grid through sun, wind and tides by 2030. By 2025, a complete ban on disposable plastics will take effect to protect the scenic green coastline from permanent damage. This is a visionary pivot to save the land's prehistoric soul before the modern concrete jungle swallows the very beauty that draws the world here. While Vietnam actively aims to attract 50 million tourists each year, it remains committed to avoiding the negative consequences of unchecked over-tourism. The national strategy has shifted toward high-value, sustainable sanctuaries that prioritize the preservation of ancient culture over raw, unfeeling numbers. Upon closer inspection, one realizes that the country's genuine strength does not reside in tall glass skyscrapers or fast digital networks. It lives in the calloused, steady hands of the village artisan and the resilient, knowing smile of a street vendor who has survived every historical storm. Rather than simply sightseeing, visitors should fully immerse themselves in the local culture, experiencing and feeling the essence of the nation with all of their senses. You stand today at the threshold of a civilization that has successfully harmonized its ancient ghosts with a neon-lit, high-tech future. With all obstacles removed and the doors wide open, the country has become highly active and prosperous. The horizon is calling you to witness the rebirth of a titan. Will you take the opportunity to explore this rapidly developing nation and experience its wonders?